the Schmoedown replay. What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
We are the Cinefanatics, and we're bringing you another reaction. This time it's the pay-per-view title match between the Smasher, Kevin Smets, and the Chosen One, Chandru Dhandapani.
Yeah, this
I
is
have
gonna
a gnat in my room. All right.
Well, now that we got the bugs out of this this stream,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe they might come back. Anyways, this is a big one because this has been like a full-fledged year full of who knows what's going to happen. The Schmoedown has said that this is going to be the new era, and it started as really good over in Atlanta, and then the whole world just, well, y'all know what happened to the whole world.
It became a new era.
But the Schmoedown, Christian, Mark, and Nerd Chronic, all of them shifted goals and were able to put on some really good product, some really good tournaments. The Star Wars tournament, fantastic. The Innergeekdom tournament was amazing with Chance Ellison, the Cobra, Ellison just tearing through the Innergeekdom tournament is fantastic. I can't wait to see who he's going to be playing. We'll know at the end of this particular video. Speaking of which, because of that, we decided to possibly bring in a special guest. Typically what we like to do on the Schmoedown replay here. So without further ado, we'll introduce our special guest, the one, the only, the champ, the Cobra, Chance Ellison. What's going on?
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Happy to be here. But before we do anything, I gotta say, I'm not really digging his background because we know IG that's corruption's house. So can we do something? Can we fix this? Can we do something to change this? There we go. That's better.
What?
Wait, how did you do that? This is our stream.
I have my ways.
Hey, at least you didn't change the color of my bedroom. That would have been really weird.
Give it time. seven Norwegians are gonna break into your house to install a light fixture. You will not question it.
Okay, I definitely won't. So thank you, Chance, for being on this stream. It's great to have you here. Great to join us as we see who you're going to be facing down come December. This is a lot of fun. What are your thoughts on this particular match?
I mean, look, you got two heavy hitters in IG. Seeing who's going to go against the heavy hitter in IG this season. I mean, look at that. I won more matches in IG than anybody this season. So I'm here to scout. I'm here to talent scout. I'm here to make notes of my competition. I got my clipboard, and I'm ready to see who I'm going to be taking that belt from in Spectacular this year.
It's going to be a good one for sure. It's very interesting. We had Mike last year at Spectacular, you this year at Spectacular. We got a good little corruption back-to-back happening here.
I mean, we're surprised. We're the best faction of all time. We got the best players of all time. You can't stop us from being at Spectacular.
I mean, that's definitely true. Again, like I said earlier, just tearing through that IG tournament, coming down to it was you versus Mike. How like, I know that was one of those ones that when the bracket first came out, everyone was like, wouldn't it be funny if Chance and Mike were the ones that are going to be facing in the finals? And everyone's like, yeah, but that means that they both have to win against people like the Barbarian or Robert Parker, that they'd have to beat these people. Alex Damon, who's coming in strong from Star Wars, coming into the IG home. Like, y'all, for that to be a possibility, you'd have to tear through all of them, and they're pretty high competitors. Well, y'all did that.
Lo and behold.
Yeah, people said, oh, it'd be funny if we had Corruption Final, and it was funny for us. Watch all you idiots out there put out your wrong brackets when you should have had me and Mike in the finals at the beginning. I'm looking at you two morons right now.
To be fair,
had me losing in 3 separate rounds. Get out of here.
To be fair, who did we have winning that match at the end?
Oh, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to say that we're saving face here, but after watching that performance, absolutely. Yeah. Like, that's when I came down. I was like, okay, we've really got a question at this point. Chance versus Mike. Chance is on fire with this. And like, we made the same kind of mistake with Ace Cabrera over in Star Wars. He was the new person into Star Wars. We didn't think he was going to last. He knocked down every single competitor, including those who had already gone up against Damon for the belt. So apparently that's our new shtick, is we're just going to start leaning towards the people who aren't going to tear through the tournament.
And at least one half of our bracket's going to have just a bunch of giant red X's all the way through.
That's right. Morons.
Anyway, so eager to get into this match. And like normal, here with the Cinefanatics, this is a title match, which means that we will be seeing in this match, it will be
Dhandapani! Smets!
Really? Cutaways? Come on. Come on, guys.
We got to stay on brand.
At least make it something moderately entertaining.
Well, we try.
No, you don't.
Trying to have some fun with it. Anyway, let's move on here. This match, it's the heavy hitter match. We were expecting to get this match a little bit earlier this year. Obviously, the world and the way it is kind of stopped that from happening. But for this particular one, who do we got winning this? I'm backing up my boy Smets here.
Yeah, I mean, we have been primarily known as Dungeon Heads. Smets has done a very good job. And plus, here's the thing. We'll get into this one like little awkward thing we have going on here in a second. Smets is good. Smets has been tearing through. The thing is, like, we've got Chandru, who's pretty much danced his way through IG to get to the point to play Smets. And he's done a fantastic job. I mean, if he makes it through, I would like to see him in the championship for the title as well, with Chance here, if he makes it through.
What words?
I can't talk. It's been a long day. But going back to, like I said, the awkward situation here is I would like for Smets to win, only because it's going to be so interesting to watch Chance go up against Smets, where Chance could potentially beat Smets, where Mike was able to do it once, but he wasn't able to do it again. Could Chance be the one to beat Smets come Spectacular?
I could be the one. I am the one. I will be the one, because when Smets wins today, I have invested interest in him winning today, because he almost made my partner quit last year. And so I want him to win today so I can take his belt right back away from him at Spectacular this year.
I mean, it's definitely you got the entertainment factor in there, definitely. But I mean, yeah, it sounds like it might be a little personal there as well.
That's true. It is very personal.
Always makes a good match. So
For sure.
Let's see how this one's going to go down, and let's see who Chance is going to be playing come December.
All right, let's bring up our video here, and we're gonna get started in a 3, 2, 1. Let me know if y'all can't hear that.
I love that graphic.
Yeah. Great graphic. This is the first correct thing you said today.
All right, movie time. Christian, we've watched a lot of movies. We've had a lot of fun. And now it is the main event, the Innergeekdom Championship. 5 rounds of cinematic nerdificent combat is upon us.
I am excited for it. And how could you not get excited watching the Kevin Smith and Jericho promo, knowing that is right down the pike here? Look, one of the things to make an announcement here for everybody is that it's going to jump one day. It was originally supposed to be on August 27th. It is going to be on August 28th. August 28th. Okay. Chris Jericho and Kevin Smith.
I was wondering.
August 28th. And don't forget about Guy versus Bateman 2, the double main event.
Because Mike is supposed to take on Perry on
contender.
the 27th.
The winner will play the winner of Merle and Irwin, and Jericho versus Smith. I mean, come on. This is going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait to see this as a fan in general. But you talk about being a fan. This next match coming up here, this main event, I mean, are you kidding me? This is going to be Kevin Smets and Chandru. And as we mentioned with both Smets and Chandru, they don't like each other. They have been, I mean, Chandru pretends that he does, but you can tell. Chandru is not a big fan Smets. Says that he's overrated, sings songs about him, dances about him, does all that stuff. And Smets has had enough of it. Kaiser's had enough of it. Winston's had enough of it. Winston and Kaiser were roasting.
By the way,
each other
pause
on
real quick.
backstage today. It's been a full-on war.
That was another thing I feel like I forgot to mention. Chance.
Yes.
Very well known for the overrated chants that people were doing. Not anymore.
Certainly not anymore.
Does it feel good to at least be rid of that finally?
I haven't heard that in forever.
I know.
It felt good after I won my first match to get rid of that.
I remembered that was a thing for a little while, and then he just said it, and that jogged my memory. But yeah, definitely glad to see that you're past that. That the audience has gotten past that as well.
Come a long way. Come a long way. Those overrated chants have turned to cries of fear.
They're all now going properly rated.
Continue.
In who is going to be the top dog in the Innergeekdom division? Kevin Smets is 6-1 with 5 knockouts. One of the most
It's a ridiculous
incredible
record.
performances. Now he did that all in his rookie year. He hasn't played since Spectacular. He's been known for his unique studying habits.
That
he's
last
the
one didn't
Schmoedown
count.
equivalent of a Mike Tyson or a Goldberg in wrestling. You know, he's got that allure to him.
David B. catches
Chandru
weird guitar magic.
has been coming on, but
And
he
that
started
caused
out
Mike
as
to
like,
get
oh yeah,
knocked out.
he
So I
can
blame
be
David B.
okay.
for that one.
And then you start to see what he does, and you see his energy for it, and you see his cockiness. His cockiness, when people are saying, "Oh, he's a villain," he very well might be. But his cockiness has helped him tremendously.
He's not
it has
cool enough to
given
be a
him
villain.
confidence to do exactly what he's done in his last couple of performances.
It has been his Captain America shield, Christian. I mean, look, Kevin and Chandru, those sound like they should be schoolyard chum names. You take Smets, Dhandapani, they should be on the same dodgeball team in gym class. But then when you give me the Smasher and the Chosen, that means there's going to be a tete-a-tete for the ages. And maybe, as you alluded to, it does come down to not who knows more about Innergeekdom.
So we got after be about not being able to choose words. How does he choose all the words?
It might come down to who.
Told you, he knows what he's saying beforehand.
Take notes. You might learn
a
something.
little more. I think that Kevin might be inside Dhandapani a little bit, and I think that Dhandapani might be inside Smets in between the ears a little bit. So who's going to get deeper into that hypothalamus region? I was pre-med.
See?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like it really depends
Who pulls
on
hypothalamus
fight,
out
right?
of
And it's a special. It is this speed
The
round
elite.
that it's going to come
Robert.
down to because neither one of them.
Why you don't pull the word?
Chandru's
He's
never
a
been
professional.
in a 5-round fight, and Smets has been in one.
I give up
Smets was in
grammar
a
and
speed round with
substitute
a
it for
bust.
movie
So
knowledge.
maybe
So.
he doesn't know. Is this going to benefit
still
him,
got
or
waxed
is this
your
going
first
to
match.
hurt him? Is this going to serve Chandru better? We don't know. We're not sure, but we do know that Swag is counting on this tremendously as far as the points go, because now this is a 4-round. This is a 4-point battle. If there's no knockout, it's 5. If there's a knockout in it. Now, whether or not Chandru can knock out Kevin Smets is another scenario, but anything can happen. Who the hell would have thought Kevin Smets was going to knock out Mike Kalinowski to take
The
title back
day
in December?
Kevin
So
Smets gets
anything can
knocked
happen
out.
in the Innergeekdom division, Mark.
That-
I am pretty.
That might be a
pretty
retirement sign
excited
right there. Like,
to see
okay,
it because the great
done.
Nerd Chronic, as
We're done.
always, has
All right,
put together.
let's
an
see.
epic
What you
promo.
got? What you got?
Here it is.
Chef's kiss.
Sure, it is Chef's kiss.
Every second since April, for 10 months, I have been thinking about coming back here to show you that you made a mistake. And now I'm gonna do what I came here to do, which is beat every single person from the bottom up. When I'm done, when all of the bodies are down and I'm standing in the ashes, then Harloff, you'll remember my name and I'll take that title. And you'll remember Kevin Smets, the one you sent away who came back and took everything.
That is a good story.
My Innergeekdom pick for the one to watch right now is Kevin Smets.
Christian Harloff should thank me and thank Kevin Smets for coming on this show. We probably got 50,000 new subscribers the minute we walked out here.
Dwalin, give me Kalinowski.
Oh,
Why don't we get
I
somebody
still
out
love that
there
moment.
who can give us
Yeah, and have that turn out.
it's true, but in that moment, that was a great moment.
I flub a name. Get your dancing shoes out, because that asterisks coming back to kick your ass. Don't tell Peter this, don't tell Peter that. Well, don't tell Peter I just became the IG championship.
the fact that you came in
I don't
here
like that part.
and made such a dominant figure here, I think that it's nothing to hang your head about. And we're actually really excited to see what you can do if you want to keep coming back.
Hey, Smasher. I can't wait to play you again. I'm so excited to play you. It's just, you're easily the best IG player in the division right now. And what will that make me when I take that championship away from you?
Oh,
Jeez.
If I want to play in the bigger leagues, like to be in the top 5, I need to be even better than what I played today. So
you and Brandon, there's a little bit of a rivalry there because he's beaten you before.
Him and who?
Buzz droids.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, Chandru,
Sorry, low-hanging fruit.
the chosen Dhandapani.
You got lucky that the challenge went your way. You got lucky that I didn't have a manager that day. But now I have the best manager in the league and a whole faction.
okay, no, you don't. I'm gonna stop you right
We
there.
have watched
Oh my
and
god, grow up.
listened from on top of this
Get some adult
If
clothes.
you don't believe that Chandru is ready for this, then I have some oceanfront property to sell you in Kansas. That's all I got to say.
24 hours. That's all you got left, Chandru. And then nobody's talking about you anymore. When the Smasher puts you to sleep, we're going to ride off into the sunset like we always do, with the belts on our shoulders.
This guy smiles and he dances, but he is not a good guy. This guy is a villain.
I know who you really are.
Finally, Bateman does something right in his entire life.
I'm going to expose you.
But make sure you don't hurt your cutesy little foot when it hits my belt that I'm going to take from you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Your run's up, man. Your long path to the title, beating Hannah, losing to me, it's going to all end this Friday. There's no Cinderella story for you. Swag's getting sent home. Count on that.
I want you so angry. I want you at your absolute healthiest so that when we do win, there's no argument about this.
I don't know if you saw what happened to the last guy they made a big deal out of. He got knocked out, and Smasher took his belt.
The title is mine. The belt you so dearly put in the background of every live stream you go on will be mine.
It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be one of those challenges. But the thing is, the Smasher's going to come out on top.
Listen, I'm done with this interview. I just got one last thing to say to you. Smets, smash.
Oof.
And like always,
I mean, come
Yeah.
on. That's
I'll
pretty
back that. I
great.
mean,
How do you not get hyped up
I'll
for
back
that one?
that
The
because Eric
championship
is-
match, 5
even though he's not
rounds for the
playing for it, he's still
Innergeekdom
corruption.
championship. Swag versus
Don't
the
get it
dungeon.
twisted. He's
You
still
can
an
say what you want about the dungeon. You can say they're having kind of a struggle this year overall.
the man
but
knows how to
you
cut a
know
promo.
How much
Oh, yeah, he does.
Kaiser loves the championship. He loves managing the champion. He loves training the champion. He won 2 championships last year, the singles and the Innergeekdom, and he still got that Innergeekdom, trying to hold on to it today. So the dungeon and Swag, they've been going at it. They've been roasting each other. It has been a battle on every program they've been on, and I'm sure it's going to be the same here. We bring on the manager of now tied for second place team Swag, Winston Marshall, once again.
Holy gee willikers, it's Commissioner Harloff and Detective Junior.
And
Who
the
dresses as
manager
Batman or
of
as Robin?
the dungeon.
No one wants to be
Kaiser.
Robin.
This is a big match. Kaiser, we start with you here. The champ has not been in the battlefield since December. Some people say it could be ring rust. How is the Smasher doing?
No.
Well, the Smasher's just fine.
No
The
way Smets has
Smasher's
ring
always
rust.
Fine. Okay? You got to understand something. I realize that Swag is popular with a certain subset of the Schmoedown community. You know, the kind of people who leave their house with a white sock on their left foot and a brown sock on their right foot. A dicky-do, basically. You see what I mean? A dicky-do, basically. That's who Winston appeals to. Now,
Guy's a moron, but guy makes me laugh.
out there that have some class, the fans out there that have some honor.
I want him as corruption's jester.
Smets wants to let his dungeon heads down. You see, we all
Yeah,
know
he's really good at giving everyone else a job.
Smets gets angry.
You may have just given him one.
He don't miss a
Yeah.
second question.
In corruption, has
So
we
where
have,
does
we
that
have the whole
leave you,
kingdom. We got king,
Chandru, the
queen,
chosen
crown
chump?
prince.
It means you've basically
We need
signed
a
your
court
death
jester.
certificate. So hopefully RB3 will come to your funeral.
There was like
maybe
one
say
stream where
something
Kaiser
nice
said I
about
look
you.
like I just got back
Drip,
from like
to that.
the
One last thing.
colonel from the
Now you got me
KFC
thinking.
audition.
Drip, 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 drip. You know, I'm not intimidated by a guy
Colonel
who stole a
Sanders.
slogan from
Yeah.
a diaper ad. But it actually kind of adds up because everybody in that faction's a crybaby, including Lon. Well, I'm homeless. Oh, but woe is me. Why don't you get over yourselves and get some class?
All right. Impressive camera tricks from Kaiser. And Winston, because you scared the dog, you're going to have to answer my question.
Winston's
now,
face
look,
this entire
you
time.
say you want about Kaiser, okay? But when
Gonna
it
stay-
comes
gonna
to
stay
you
like that when
managing
Chandru gets knocked
Chandru
out.
versus Kevin the Smasher Smets, Smets has loads of live combat
practicing his shock
experience
face
in
right
the
now.
realm of the Schmoedown. Chandru just simply can't match that. So how is he going to stand up for 5 rounds in front of an international audience?
Holy gee willikers.
Oh,
I didn't know
jeez.
you were going to let Clayface talk that long. My goodness. Well, here's the thing.
Nice.
Here over at Swag, we get trained by the best. If you didn't know, Batman is the best. He wins everything. It doesn't matter who he's up against.
But if you're
Even
Robin, who's
Superman,
Batman?
all you have to do is say Martha, and that's it. All of a
Chance
sudden,
Drew is
everything
probably
shuts
dressed as
down.
Batman.
So here's the thing. I'm not worried about
That's a
I
weird
guess, the
power dynamic.
Smasher. Is that Sullivan Grundy?
There's a lot
I'm
about
not
you,
worried
Winston.
about that at all because Batman's going to do what he does best.
What if,
and
like,
that's win.
Eric Zipper just
Oh,
busted
and by
into the room
way,
wearing a
dungeons,
Batman onesie?
You understand that we rescue people from dungeons all the time.
That would
You know
be
what
on
I'm really
brand.
looking forward to is that when this is over, you stay
Most
in
of
your
the time, you're the
basement
one
for the rest
getting
of the
you're getting
season.
saved from dungeons, Robin.
Now listen here, Jerry Seinfeld. You're about one joke away. You're one joke away from ringing a bell and wearing a Santa costume. And I'm just giving you that advice because you actually have talent. I don't want to see you go down the wrong road.
Hey, well, first of all, I'll have abs before you do, Clayface, so don't worry about that. I'm working hard. And the other thing is, did you steal that painting from within that casino? Because I'll come up there and stop you.
All right, look. Let me ask you. I know you both
Christian,
like.
all
to
right,
mess with
I
each
need to
other.
hold on. I gotta say
understand
something here.
it.
Someone's got to rein in
If
this
I can
madness.
get Winston for a second, maybe I can't. But Winston, I got to ask you about swag.
What do you want?
About swag here.
I'm doing character work. Jesus.
It's Chandru. Give me
Breaking
what is
character.
going on here
So-
with Chandru?
so
How is he feeling? Because I know you guys have been messing with Kaiser. I know you've been messing with Smets, but is he prepared? Is there any intimidation going into it, or he's legit? He knows he can beat Smets.
Christian, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What is it that I said to you when you asked me who I was putting in the Star Wars tournament?
You told me Ace. You said he's
And what? And you asked me what?
I said, are you sure?
And what did I say?
You said, I'm sure he's going to win it.
And so let that be the answer to what's going on here. Yes, Chandru is ready.
Fair enough. All business, all of a sudden. I like it. And Kaiser, how do you feel? How do you feel about Smets? And like I said, he's been out of the ring for a little bit. Is he ready?
Yeah, I think the Smasher's ready. He's ready to defend that title. He's been thinking about this since draft day back in January. He's been wanting to defend this title. He was supposed to defend it in January.
What feels like
supposed to
3
defend it
years
in
ago.
February. You know,
Yeah.
this kid has been ready since the season started. Now he gets to finally prove something. And what's going to happen is this. When Chandru chokes...
I'm
at the end of
honestly
this match,
surprised we're still not
change your
stuck
name
in
to
March.
Dag, okay, Winston?
Right.
That's probably going to be more appropriate.
All right.
Wow, you're really dirty. You really must live in a dungeon.
All right. Now we're going to drop out both Kaiser and Winston. And Mark, we are very, very close here as we get to
Oh,
better.
thank goodness. Christian, I really don't think that's character work. I think Winston has turned over a new leaf, and I don't know who lives the closest to him, but we should send a runner to go check on that poor guy.
Yeah, he's doing it to piss off Kaiser, and I think that he did it. All right, Mark, I'm ready. You?
5 rounds, folks. Buckle your seatbelts, put up your table trays, because it's about to get hot. Christian, when this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious, I can't say that. Have at it, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 5 rounds for the Innergeekdom Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger.
They do have a good song, though.
With
Drafting songs are better.
record of 4 wins.
Although I will say I'm a fan of guitar work.
3 knockouts.
Oh, Probably out of all the songs, I would say Corruption is probably my favorite because of that.
I mean,
he is.
Swag might be the next song I want to see performed at a live event.
And my theme is the best theme ever written in Schmoedown.
Oh my gosh!
See, I told you.
Oh my God.
Andrew was Batman.
There he is, the challenger.
What do you guys hit at a nightclub after this?
Storm, I don't know what he's doing.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
It looks like something out of
Yeah.
Eyes Shut. So there he is, Chandru, the challenger. Chandru, look, let me tell you.
The password is Fidelio.
Doing this week, watching your interview.
It's like janky ass broke back.
I know how determined you are. How much?
This is when they were fitting
opinion,
Christian Bale for the
what is
suit
your thoughts
right before he
on
started
Kevin
doing Batman
Smets?
Begins.
Okay.
After the machinist.
Yeah.
He is a really good player who's capitalized on every chance he's gotten. Like, God knows he's gotten a lot of chances. And yeah,
You keep my name out of your mouth.
and into all his
There it
preparations.
is.
So it's going to be a great fight.
Gotten opportunities, let's just say.
Between Winston and Chandru, I feel like I was just invited to one of Clay Shaw's early 60s parties. Chandru, let me ask you.
Someone
the
remind Chandru
experience
that
factor,
Black
because,
Swan
yeah,
is not in the IG.
You love these movies you have since you were little, and you study them. You know all the answers. to
Someone
virtually
should remind him
every
that the Coon episode of South Park are not in IG.
experience element. Is there any hesitation in you that, hey, I'm taking on a guy who has run these boards a little bit more than I have?
Yeah, he's definitely played more matches than I have. Like when it comes to regulation, IG, he has like one more match experience than me, and he's also like played a lot of exhibition matches too. So that definitely comes into the picture. But with the new speed round, like Christian said earlier, the playing field has been leveled as much as possible. The championship advantage of like having that 5-round experience is kind of gone. So I'm excited. So we'll see what happens.
All right, real quick before I bring in the champ here, I have to ask you, you said on the preview special, you sang a song and you danced to it. You said that Kevin Smets is overrated. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say anything that I don't believe in. It's that's just not my style. Like I don't say
The man's record, though.
and say that he doesn't like me because I know he doesn't believe that he really likes me.
He's
It's just
lost
that,
once.
He just likes to pretend that he
greatest.
doesn't like me because that
Mike.
that makes life easier.
The greatest.
Yeah, overrated. So the thing is, if Kevin Smets is touted as just
About
a
the
player
only
who's
current player
who's
that would
going
make
to be
sense to
playing
lose to.
well, he wouldn't be overrated, but like he's touted as this god.
Only
like,
because Rachel
creature
Cushing
that
is
can never
not in it anymore.
do any wrong when he's missed like 12 questions and most of those answers you cannot just study from a Wikipedia page. So I'd have to go in with the mentality that he's not as good as he thinks he is, or like anyone thinks he is, because he can't live up to the legend. Even Kevin Smets can't live up to the legend of the Smasher.
All right. Well, there it is. Honest and raw thoughts. The challenger, Chandru the Chosen. All right. Good luck to you, Chandru. Going to put you in the waiting room here. And
So how long do we expect it to take for Smets to defend his belt?
What do you mean, how many minutes?
Yeah.
Representing the
However long it takes for him to win this match. What kind of question is that?
with a record of 6 wins, 1 defeat.
What's the fastest a match has ever been won?
Well, ask only stupid answers.
I would say, was that odd couple and only stupid answers?
Yeah.
2019 Rookie of the Year.
That one kind of stung a little.
For you?
Yeah, at least half of me.
Undisputed movie trivia Schmoedown, Innergeekdom, champion of the world.
These motion graphics are pretty cool for the logos.
I do like these.
Yeah.
The champion is here, Kevin Smets. Kevin, look, brother, you have not
Pretty belt.
been
Be a shame if someone took it from you.
since Spectacular. You're supposed
Not
to
in this
in
match.
January.
Later.
Not in this match. Not in this match.
Andrew and
Talking about later.
World happened.
That would be a
That'd be a great holiday present there.
Have you been keeping up? Like, how do you feel kind of with this being the first big title match of your career?
You know, I've been looking forward to this since the morning of December 8th. I wanted to defend the title. We came in, we said we wanted to be fighting champions. I pitched to Kaiser. I wanted to defend it once a month. Like, how great would that be? You know, then even in the tournament, I was like, I texted you, Christian. I said, can I be in the tournament? And you're like, you're a champion. You can't do it. So, listen, man, I've been looking forward to it. You know, I got a couple drills in with some legends when I did the Champion of Champions match. So if I'm going to mix it up with anybody, doing it with the likes of Roca and Dan Murrell and, you know, the Star Wars champion of the world too, you know, that was the way to go. But as far as defending the title, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Apparently, if you want to hear about my study, you could just ask Twinkle Toes because he keeps talking about it. So.
All right, Kevin, I see that hoodie. I hope you use the baby carriage.
I believe Twinkle Toes is Chandru.
At our merch store. I'm going to ask you a serious question, and it relates to what
Twinkle Toes would typically be a nickname for a dancer.
All these golfers come in.
Wow.
What if he,
next thing you're going to tell me 2 + 2 makes 4.
And then
water is wet. If he dropped the chosen one and just picked up Twinkle Toes.
Takes a sidestep. You certainly have had
I'm partial to the dancing Dicky Do.
A lot of great opportunities, both personally
Dancing
and
Dicky
professionally.
Do.
But now that you're here in a 5-round championship match,
Put so many images in our head.
that life away from your ability to study and prepare.
None of which I can say on our show.
I didn't have any images until you said that. Thanks.
She's been wonderful. She's been by my side, helping me train, understanding the amount of it takes, especially in these last like 3 weeks. And, you know, I can break the news here. I actually followed the route of Rocky, and I married her last weekend because I wanted to have her be my wife.
Whoa.
Before the child comes. And people could say distractions.
Ooh,
but
trying to get the sympathy vote.
I had everything that I needed. We did it out
Cool.
with my close friends and family. And going into this week, it was exactly what I need. I love her. She's been my tag team partner, and if she's a dungeon head through and through. And yeah, so as far as distractions goes, I think if anything, she helps clear my head. She's always kind of calmed me down. Dosh has been amazing for me. And I feel as prepped as I've ever been for any match, and that's today.
Well,
hey, you hear that's great news.
Congratulations. It's news. But I asked you, Champ, real quick, before we start this matchup. Chandru, you just heard him and what he's been saying and what he has been saying on these shows to your
Congrats,
face.
Mr. and Mrs. Smasher. Yes, congratulations.
You know, you've been on record saying you're not a fan of Chandru, and does that stay true today? And will that change after this match?
I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of Chandru. I respect Chandru. I know he's very dangerous. He's followed a path similar to mine, as far as, you know, taking a couple lumps and then getting back into it and getting better and better. And so I've been
first lump was given by me, partially.
Almost myself. So I respect him. He doesn't show any respect.
That was like was it a four-way, four or five-way match? Yeah.
I know I came into this league frowny face.
That 4-way is the reason no one thought I was going to that tournament, including you morons.
But you know, when
I mean, we all make mistakes. I mean, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, and my bed's up against the wall.
To win the title at Spectacular, I had to eat a little.
Wrong side.
Maybe that wasn't the exact.
There's a wall there.
Get out. You're banned.
Chandru one day will kind of realize the things he does, but I understand he has a chip on his shoulder. It's
there he
very
goes.
Similar to me, so
He left.
I don't discount him. I respect him. I don't like.
I run this shit now.
All right, fair enough. Well, the champion has been added, and so
is as much on now.
Challenger is in doing his dance that we expected to see, and Mark, the championship is about to begin. Please read the rules.
Oh, what would change? What you want to raise your hand?
Round at number
You
one,
need permission to ask a question.
gentlemen. So round number 1 is going to feel like your typical run-of-the-mill Innergeekdom match. 10 questions will be asked to the field, each question from a different corner of Innergeekdom knowledge. Your first, your last, and every question in between.
Did I say you could come back?
Penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not in round number 1.
Exactly.
Wink, wink. As soon as we ask the
I
question,
make the rules now.
15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer with whatever utensil you prefer on whatever writing tablet you have handy. Once we ask you by name to reveal your attempt at an answer, please show it.
Yeah, no, okay, we're definitely coming back.
Your answer into the mic.
I was just about to let you have a timeout.
No, usages of the
impatient, petulant kids.
We want to play along.
The famous.
I was going to let you back, and you not come back on itself, but no.
You heard a question right. You want to buy yourself another.
We started this stream. We can go back when we want. No, you
each
can't.
have one
Not one on me.
challenge to be used at any point throughout the 5-round match. You, as the competitor, may initiate the challenge, and then we'll bring your manager in, and they must confirm and ratify for the challenge.
We have to see how good we are now that we've watched the Lord of the Rings again.
Of round number 1, and what a ceremony it was for Kevin. I was there on the beach.
I'm not sorry.
So
It was just
real
long- it
quick,
was very long
John
movies.
Kaiser has a question about the rules around.
One of us has
Yeah.
seen The Hobbits. The other one has not, so you can tell how that's going to go.
I'm gonna take a
Managers
guess.
can't say.
Robert's
I don't
seen
know,
them.
be
You have
chat
not, Chris.
room Managed by their
I've
fans,
not.
right?
I have not seen the Hobbits.
I know who Dwalin is.
Public, you cannot.
You
be
didn't.
on
You
the
didn't
public
mismatch.
or caught on it with you or Winston.
what I've heard.
It will be fine, or for as far as
Tip
the
two. Two's good. Hobbit
and
two's good.
you cannot be on.
I enjoyed
you
them.
cannot be on
How?
the
They're
public
not.
chat.
They're
I'm
not
not
as
ac- I'm
epic
not accusing
and
nobody
great
of
as the
nothing. I just know
original
Frankie
trilogy,
Number
but
said that might be a
That's
thing.
correct.
I enjoyed them for what they were.
Well, Frankie never said a lot of stupid things, but and he said so that goes for you too. Stay out of that chat. No talking to Video Drew. Not talking to anybody.
I got nothing to say except smash.
All right.
I think
Nice
Frankie's a
timing.
wonderful broadcaster. Hi, Frank.
They are really good at like
All right,
being able to
so
get that
we are going
line in and
to
then drop
now
off.
start
It's the best
this
part
match.
about doing this.
Are
Like
you
this
ready?
live.
We
We can
start with the
exit.
champion. Are you ready?
Exit
Yeah.
the undesirables. When
I'm very ready. I've
only
missed
once.
this. I've missed the fans. Let's go.
And I asked the challenger, "Are you ready?"
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Then let's
He wasn't even
get
wearing the mask when he said that
ready
line.
to Schmoedown.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just
Round
Bruce
number
Wayne.
1.
Yeah.
Question number 1 in the category of the MCU. In Doctor Strange, what is the name of the device that allows a sorcerer to open up a dimensional gateway to another location?
All right, well, I'm already out. And reminder to the fans, please do not comment with your attempt at an answer. Right, wrong, joke, you will be booted out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Sling ring.
And Kevin?
Sling ring.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Andrew?
Sling ring.
Correct. 1, 1.
Sling ring.
As we start, right as we thought.
Yeah, that's
we
what I
would
got
want
too.
Question 2.
We move on to the only category Christian and I have a shot in, and that is Star Wars, Galaxy Far, Far Away. Your question, gentlemen, what character in the Star Wars universe can be heard saying, I ran away with my life? I think that means something. That means something to me. It's a good quote. I like that.
Very good
That's a good
quote, and
quote.
both
Like,
seems
steal
like both champion and challenger. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2,
Second guessing
Yeah,
myself.
1. Pens
Gotta
down,
come from like
and
Han
Han
Solo.
Kevin.
or
A
Han
young
Solo.
Han Solo.
Yes, Smets.
Han Solo.
Correct.
I'm gonna guess
2-2.
that was from Solo.
Question number
It was from
3,
Solo.
Middle
Ronald
Earth.
McDonald.
Middle Earth.
That's why I didn't get it.
In which Middle Earth film
I did just
will you
rewatch that
hear
again.
the following quote? The horn of Helm Hammerhead shall sound in the deep one last time.
Yeah, and just to ruin the suspense, I wouldn't have gotten that Star Wars question. You, Christian?
You said which
I
one?
would have guessed like Gay
Yeah.
or so.
Which Middle Earth? So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And
Two
Kevin?
towers.
Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers.
Ah,
Yes. And Chandru?
yeah.
Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers.
yep,
Correct.
Two Towers.
3, 3.
Yeah,
That's the
As
ba-
we get to
that's
our
the
next
Battle of
question
Helm's Deep.
here,
Yeah,
number
yeah,
4
yeah.
mark.
That's what my
Impressive
mouth was
job
at.
writing that whole
That's-
Good job,
gentlemen.
Robert.
Your next
Yep.
question is
Really
the world of
clapping this one.
DC movies.
Thank you.
DC movies. And your question. In Batman 1966, Batman the movie,
Love this.
name 2 of the primary villains that Batman and Robin face off against. Need just 2. Do not write more than 2.
2 of them.
Well,
One of
They
them's
know
gonna
so
write.
much, Christian. You
Well,
gotta
one's
remind them
gonna
not
write
to
more than
write
2 anyways.
everything.
I guarantee it.
Smets
Yeah, I'm
finished
gonna write all
before you
4.
answered the question, I think. And
Go to round 5.
5,
I think I could guess the other 2, but
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Chandru.
I went with the favorite ones of mine, the Penguin and the Riddler.
That's correct. And
those are my other
Smets.
2 guesses.
Joker and the Penguin.
Correct. All right.
Riddler and
Next
Penguin. He's got a
question,
purple hat.
question
Remember,
5, and
Robert?
if we could have the whole
Yep.
countdown
Joker,
when it
Penguin,
goes up.
Riddler, Catwoman.
Joker
I know you
Cat.
meant. I
all
know
right,
you meant the other
4-4
Robert,
as
but
we
I
get
have
our
to
next question.
answer
Here
for
it is.
all Roberts.
Marvel. In Logan, what is the name of the boat that Logan wants to get for Charles that he's been saving up for?
Oh,
Oh,
good question.
Oh, well, I know what question I'm asking you after this question, Christian.
I can't
oh,
wait to hear it. This is
Prepare yourself. You don't need to do an accent.
I don't want it. 5, 4.
I'm
Should be
thinking of the The boat that was in first
1,
class.
Yeah.
Hands down, please.
Sunseeker.
And Smets.
The Sunseeker.
Yes. Chandru.
Sunseeker.
Correct. 5-5.
I was thinking the
We are in a fight
Carpathia.
here for the
Cafetina.
Innergeekdom Championship. Here's the next
Was that
question,
it?
Mark.
Yeah.
Even that I got
The
wrong.
next question,
Nice.
gentlemen, that is going to be in the realm of
Hi, guys. Welcome to our
the
show.
Wizarding world.
There's a reason I'm not in the
That
IG.
is the question. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood
Couple of
Prince,
reasons.
what spell does Luna use to fix Harry's broken nose?
I'm not even gonna bother trying.
Boat, what do you name in the boat?
Yeah, Harry Potter's still on the list to rewatch here.
Yep.
I'm sending this one out too. Out of protest.
5, 4, 3, 2,
That's right.
1. Pens down, please. And Chandru.
He usually does toes, but Episki.
That's correct. Smets.
I'll say it right. Episki. There it is.
Correct. All right. So 6-6. They both are perfect thus far. Here's
Would
question
that be?
number 7.
Would you challenge if it was mispronounced
Trek.
like that though?
No.
Depends.
That's
Who
why you.
plays
That's why you write it.
Ayel, Ayel, Nero's first officer in Star Trek 2009.
Oh, what's his name?
Ken Knapsack and Josh McCouga of the Afternoons podcast have a yacht, and they named it the Jar Jar.
Oh, I'm gonna feel so stupid on this one.
Nero's first officer.
As opposed to
shut up.
3. First one.
Oh,
Here it is. for
repeat on the
Chandru.
first
And
round.
Who plays Ayel?
What is this, amateur
AYEL,
hour?
Nero's first officer in Star Trek 2009.
Oh, God.
One JT rule for Chandru. Kevin still has all three of his.
I could see him. I know of his name. I just am not pulling it.
3, 2, 1. Pens
He was in the
down,
last
and-
castle.
Clifton Collins Jr.
Yes.
Yes. Chandru.
I said Scott Atkins.
So the champ draws
There's blood.
here as it is 7-6. 7-6.
Ugh.
And we get to
And
our
game.
Next question.
Sorry.
Mark.
That's right. This is going to be in the world of the
Not yet.
DCEU.
Not yet.
No, I loved him in
Gentlemen,
Last Castle.
which DCEU film begins with a quote from Jules Verne?
DCEU.
I
begins
really
with
think these guys would like each other. They gave it a chance, Christian, but
Very competitive. They're very competitive. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
This is not
Chandru.
right.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yes.
Kevin.
Oh, I feel so stupid. I said
Correct.
Batman versus Superman.
All right.
It,
it
was from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Kevin Smith has not missed yet.
Batman versus
but
Superman.
We are now on question.
Yeah.
Number 9, Heroes and Villains.
Right before y'all all said Aquaman, it dawned on me. I was like,
Emperor Ming the Merciless in 1980's Flash Gordon.
who played Ming the Merciless?
You know I would do well in
That's
this.
what it said.
yeah, because you wrote the question.
Flash.
No, I didn't actually.
You stop it right now. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear this.
2, 1. Pens down,
one side
please.
up.
And Kevin.
Oh, yes.
Let me see the spelling of it. Yeah.
Side
Yeah.
out.
Got it.
Yeah. And Andrew.
Flash.
Of course.
Good Lord.
Haha. I got to it
All
first.
right, so Smets 9, Chandru 8. And so where we're at here, if Smet gets this, he's got a perfect round and gets a bonus question that he and only he will answer. Here it is, Mark. Question number 10.
All right. Question number 10 is in the world of mixed bag. Let's roll up the sleeves, reach our hand in there, and see what we pull out. Could be a snake, a lizard, or a question. It's a question, and that is, for 1 point, Bruce Willis, the character of Thomas Greer, in what 2009 comic-based film?
This is a scrap. I mean, this you can feel it. You can feel it.
You can, Christian,
Thomas
you can hear it
Greer.
in how hard they're placing.
I'd be
their
shocked if
right
you got this.
onto their
And it's
tab.
not a slight against you for once. It's just a really obscure film.
2, 1, and Chandru.
Surrogates.
Surrogates is correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
I had
So-
heard of it. I just didn't know. I don't think I knew it was a comic book movie.
Yeah, it's like a really obscure,
And,
obscure
he's
film.
written the Surrogates, so
Was that like a Vertigo? Was that a Vertigo comic or?
It might have been. I'm not positive. I didn't read the comic or see the movie.
I mean, it's ticky tacky, man. I don't.
Oh, they're talking about challenging it.
Give me a,
No. Yeah, yeah.
If there was a the and he didn't write the
Oh,
Okay. All right.
That would be a valid thing. Right? You can't just like err on the safe side and put it everywhere.
I get it. Ratify it. Ratify the challenge.
You want to challenge it?
Yep.
All right. They're going to challenge it. All right. So they're challenging.
Pause
That
you want to get petty. I see. You want to get petty.
So this kind of goes back to the kind of what we mentioned during the challenge in the Roca Irwin match is we brought up that challenging when you do use the word the or you don't use the word the. The example I brought up was the movie The Thing from 1984, John Carpenter movie. There's not a movie just called Thing. So therefore, if you said just Thing, obviously you know what movie that means. In this case, what we're challenging the use or not the use of the in front of surrogates.
Yeah, Smets wrote the on
the
it.
The surrogates.
Is that what the movie is? The movie called The Surrogates, or is it just Surrogates?
It's just Surrogates.
So now we're in a reverse situation here where it's not called The Surrogates; it's just Surrogates. So, Chance, what would you weigh in on?
Had I be judge, first of all, had I been competing, I would have just said Surrogates, but that's just me.
Which is what you did here.
Yeah, I get. You know what? I don't want to beat him on technicalities. I want to beat him, whole-handedly.
Yeah.
Not win. I don't want to win on technicalities. I think it's a terrible way to win, and it's a very shameful way to win. So I wouldn't challenge it because I know he knew it. But if you want to play that game, we can play that game.
I mean, yeah, it comes down to this. I mean, ultimately, we would call this another strategy move, another strategy challenge, rather than an actual challenge because something needs to be challenged, or I don't know.
Let's see what the ruling on this is, children. Let's see.
So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead here.
Got 9 points out of 10 for that. Not bad for someone who's been out of IG for a little while.
I'm not going to say how many I got because I'm not someone who's going to go into IG.
I got 3. I'm definitely going to need to sit down and watch some Harry Potter, at least.
Yeah. They're great movies, and you should watch them.
I've watched them all already.
There.
But I hadn't watched them, like, say, with the Schmoedown eyes on, to watch it to fully remember.
It's a massively different experience.
All right, we're going to play it now.
All right, we are coming back.
How long was that
from
in challenge?
Challenge. We are coming
4
back
minutes.
From the challenge. Going to bring
a few minutes,
all the parties at hand back from the challenge. Mark, go ahead.
All right, after conferring with the judges about the question about the article, The Surrogates, the way that we have gauged this in previous iterations of a similar query is that if there's another movie called The Surrogates, then the question would be ruled as Kevin Smets answering it incorrectly. However, there is not another movie called The Surrogates. There is a film called The Surrogate, and there is Surrogates. It is also based off of a comic called The Surrogates.
Which is my problem. I understand where you're going with this, but if that's the name of the
Please
comic,
let me make my ruling before I get interrupted. So the ruling is going to be that the challenge will not be upheld. Kevin Smets does get the point for writing The Surrogates.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not ruling it because of the comic book. We're ruling it because of the article. There's no other movie called Surrogates, so we are giving the challenge.
But the precedent has been if it's just a 2-word movie or a single word movie with the in it, and you don't write the, you get it, regardless of whether a movie without the exists or not. That's what the precedent has been, and that's what was mentioned in the New York Live event last season in the match Chance against Jenny the Machine. And are we changing precedent during the match?
What I would like to
I've
do,
seen
to be honest,
challenge the and not get it.
to be honest with everybody here watching both the live stream and the competitors and the managers, what I would like to do, to be honest, is we made our ruling. That is our ruling. If it appeases everyone watching, I would like to have one more challenge card played, and I'd like to consult another round with the judges.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Please run the card.
You gotta tediously drag this out.
So we're gonna confer again.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would think the precedent is set that once they come back from the challenge, that once Mark is reading the ruling, that's it. It's done.
That's it. Take it like a man. Take it like a man. Move on.
Interesting.
I definitely
All right,
see
let's
like
come back
what
again
Chance
here,
was saying is
and we
playing it
are going to
as strategy rather than
Mark
just
Ellis.
knowledge.
Go ahead.
That is right. After conferring with the judges once again and the snoring dog in the background, first of all, I apologize to all the competitors and the managers and the fans in the chat, is that we only have a very limited time to discuss challenges. And in this particular matter, I felt it was warranted after hearing the case fully to go back and revisit the challenge. Here's what we have come up with. Because the movie Trivia Schmoedown, while we have not officially published a comprehensive rule book as of now, however, we have set precedents, not just in studio matches, but in live events. One of the precedents that has been set in matches and in years past, both on stage and in studio, is that when it comes to a 2-word movie title, articles are important. The focus is usually whether you have the in there in the case of The Thing. This was the inverse of that, where Surrogates was the correct answer, although it was based on the comic The Surrogates. Kevin Smets did write down The Surrogates, and that, because it is a 2-word title, is technically an incorrect answer. It's heartbreaking to make this ruling either way, but the proper ruling is that Chandru's and Winston's Team Swag challenge is upheld.
Interesting.
And Kevin Smets does not get the point on the
Smets is angry now. He's angry.
Let me ask you something. If you're gonna go one way with the challenge and then go the other way, why don't you throw the question out and ask him a new one? That sounds only fair to me.
Because we heard all the arguments, and Chandru
I respect the decision. I don't want to win on something that everybody's going to argue about.
We're going to
four rounds.
Move on. We heard Chandru, and Chandru made good points. So did Winston. So we reversed.
It's all good. Guys are all good, buddy.
All right, so we're moving now.
Smasher, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, so let's
Do a high five. You put your hand on the left hand
Just
side of the
pushing it, Chandru.
Okay, you're pushing your luck now, Chandru.
now, so we are back now, and round number 2 is going to begin. Going to bring back the managers.
Oh,
and
man.
now we are going to read the rules of round number 2 as we have a score right now.
You gotta be a funny man. Huh? You gotta be a funny man. Okay.
Hey, Chance, you might have to play him.
Something I am good at. In round number 2, this is the wheel round.
Make sure you high five him.
Like a normal wheel round would in a run-of-the-mill Innergeekdom match.
I'll race through the screen. I'll race through the screen and slap him in the face.
Of choice or of the wheels choice.
I can do that. I got magical powers.
Yes, 5 questions in said realm of Innergeekdom knowledge. Each question's worth 2 points. There is
I do like that
for missing
Smets handled that
that is
with class.
in round number 2.
He handled like a champion. Good on you, Smets.
We'll give you 4 options, one of which
somebody who's earned the belt in multiple ways.
At that point, the value of the question goes down.
In one way, black magic, but one way.
There's just been a lot already in round number 1. Before chaos in round number 2, we do have Kevin.
I don't know. I didn't see an Odin Raven anywhere.
Still has the option whether he would like to spin the wheel first.
Because people with naive eyes can't see them. How many times did I tell you this?
Andrew,
yeah, you person with naive eyes.
You too, Rob.
4 of them. Why are you looking at your ceiling right now?
You want the fur, pal?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go first. I'm feeling it. I had that wrong. It is what it is.
I don't want to set up the precedence that if I want to look at Chance, I have to look.
Brother, you got this. All right, let's defer, pal.
I can make a really dirty joke. I'm not gonna go there.
That's not Chance.
Yeah, all right, okay. All right, so the wheel up there, and here is
really listen here to make a joke.
Yeah, Christian, I think at this point, both competitors just want to start answering questions again.
Yeah, I think so.
Wheel morality. Turn. That's a lesson that we should learn.
Oh, it's the Wizarding
He's gonna take it.
The Wizarding World, 60 seconds to decide if you want it, starting now.
Not one of your favorites, but certainly doable.
No, yeah. I mean, there's nothing really on the wheel that I don't want to get. So let's go.
Who said it?
Wizarding World.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Told you, go take it.
Like at this point, who said it's really the only one that you actually spin away from?
Chandru, actually, hold on a second. Let's bring back Chandru. And Kevin, you're going to get 5 questions in the realm of the Wizarding World. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Question number 1. In Order of the Phoenix, What spell does Umbridge use to break into the room of experiment?
Bombarda. Maxima. Bombarda Maxima.
I think I know it, but I need to go multiple choice because he's gonna have an eagle eye. So,
is it A, Confringo, B, Bombarda, C, Reducto, D, Defendo?
I wonder if I need to say Maxima.
Bombardo. I thought, yeah.
Correct for 1 point.
It's a different.
I know what you're trying to say.
What's the challenge? Is there a challenge?
No,
well, we're just.
I'm not going to challenge.
Christian, for the love of God, just ask the next question quick.
I mean, Maxima is just an amplifier. So
here we go. Here's question number 2. Question number 2. In the Sorcerer's Stone, what is the name of the specific part of the zoo that the Dursley family are in when they see the snake?
Oof.
The reptile house?
It might be the reptile house. I'm not sure.
Neanderthal.
It's incorrect. Chandru, in the Sorcerer's Stone, what is the
That's
name
2
of
points.
the part of the zoo that the Dursley family are in when they see the snake?
Is it the reptile house?
That's correct for 2 points.
Yeah, I thought I guess.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
less knowing about movies and more about do you know how zoos work?
3. Number 12, Grimwald Place was the childhood home of which member of the Order of the Phoenix?
Sirius Black.
Correct for 2 points. That's question number 3. That was 3. Excuse me. This is question 4. According to Dumbledore, in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, what is our most inexhaustible source of magic?
Words. Pretty sure it's words.
I
Is
suck
it
at
A,
that one.
love, B, memory, C, words, D, wonder?
It's words.
Love.
It's incorrect. Chandru, according to Dumbledore in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, what is our most inexhaustible source of magic? Is it A, love, B, memory, C, words, D, wonder?
Words.
Words for 1 point is correct.
And people get mad at what I do with my hands.
Deal for Chandru, Christian.
And that
When
is why I was
Chandru doing this.
Wow, they're tied right now.
Tom Marvolo Rip is
that
an
good?
anagram for what phrase according to the films?
I am Lord Voldemort.
2
Yeah.
points. Kevin Smets. And we find ourselves now with the score
Oh,
of
this ain't good.
14-12.
This
Smets
ain't
is up
good.
by- After that, Smets is up by 2. 14-12.
Jeez.
As Chandru now will
I
be
will say,
spinning
as a player,
out.
you never want to be down. You never want to be up by that much or down after you're round 2.
Dude, I can't be more.
I
proud
mean,
right now.
it's a 5-round game, so that helps.
It
but-
helps, but still, it's not good.
That was all you
Yeah.
precedent. You put out the tombs, you know what I'm saying? And then 2
Yeah, being a
steals.
fan of the game helps.
2 steals.
To be clear, fellas, it was not y'all that swayed the decision. Just don't pat yourself on the back.
I just want to talk to him. Can I just build him up? That's it. I understand you. This is more about just making sure he's
How much
good.
time does he got left? God damn.
2 JTEs. Remember that. Only 2. We still have our challenge because we did end up with a challenge. And breathe. Just breathe. You are doing excellent. I'm very proud of you. Let's keep going, man.
And okay, so you guys, you still got 15 seconds left, but that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right,
fine.
here we go.
But we
Yep.
do have
We'll
15 seconds
roll it
left.
up, and here's the spin.
Yield the rest of my time.
Minute in, Christian. This could be a monster round for Chandru if he plays his cards or gets lucky with the spin.
And here it is. And we're landing on Middle Earth. Middle Earth. You got 60 seconds to decide starting now.
What you think, man?
All right. This is an elderberry situation.
Okay. All right. I respect it. Then let's make it
All right.
happen. We're gonna
All right.
keep it.
We're keeping it.
You're keeping it.
All
All right.
You got codes.
Bring back
God.
here. And we got
Why do you have codes?
in the realm.
Not a bad strategy, so to speak.
That's right. Chandru, you're going to have 5 questions in the world of Middle Earth. You currently are trailing Kevin Smets by 2. So this question could tie the match. In the Hobbit trilogy, what is the name of the outlying hill beneath the Lonely Mountain where Thorin dies in battle in the Battle of the 5 Armies?
That's a good question.
Wait, Thorin dies? Spoiler.
Spoilers.
Fine.
Who's Thorin again?
That is correct, and we are tied at 14.
All right.
Richard
Chandru's
Armitage.
Looking
Yeah.
to take his first.
The handsome dwarf.
All right, in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. In the film Return of the King, as Mount Doom is exploding, Sam asks Frodo if he can remember the taste of what?
Strawberries.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
And they are delicious. Chandru now has the lead by 2 points.
Because I remember hearing that. I was like, wait, y'all have actual fruit?
They have potatoes.
I know they have potatoes.
Both you guys, hands up. All right.
In the Hobbit trilogy, in the unexpected journey, after making a mess of his home, the dwarves helped clean up their mess. What did one of the dwarves mistakenly use for a dishcloth?
A doily?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Two more
Doily?
points.
Little decor.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I know the piece of decor is to come in the name of it.
4.
Yes, it is.
Yeesh. Sound looking good.
All right, here it is.
Your penultimate question in the world of Middle Earth. Chandru for 2 points. Lord of the Rings here. In Return of the King, who asks Pippin, "Can you sing, Master Hobbit?"
Denethor.
It's Denethor.
Yeah. The grape.
That is correct.
Grape
for
tomato.
2 more points. He's
Oh,
having-
yeah.
All right.
Try to forget that
So
scene as much
here
as
it-
possible.
Yeah. You want to bring
It's a
Kaiser
great
in or
scene.
what?
You shut your mouth.
You wanted it. You got to let me know.
Yeah, I mean, bring Kaiser in real quick.
All right.
Oh, really? You got a challenge?
Listen, you know, I heard Denethor, but it's Denethor. But you know what? No,
Let's challenge it.
no. I
Is
don't
it
want to win. I don't
Denethor
want to
or
win
is
that.
it
I don't want to win that.
Denethor?
I don't want to win that way. He
I
said
don't want to
Denethor.
hear this. Is it
Do you want-
Denethor or is it Denethor?
Do you want? Do you want?
The answer is Denethor. I heard Denethor.
And he said Denethor. Okay,
Yeah.
so challenge.
Okay.
It's a Denethor.
All right. You want to challenge? All right.
Yes.
Throwing
Challenge.
the challenge out.
Challenge.
Uh,
All right.
Ooh,
Challenge is on the table.
okay. Wow, I hate to do this. But
Pause.
I hate to
Hold
do this,
up.
but I gotta kind of go back for Chandru right now.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. In all honesty, could some of this potentially be due to dialect, due to accent?
I would agree because I understand what he's getting at, and speaking kind of someone who lives in a place with a lot of people with heavy Hispanic accents, I understand that things can get lost in translation, and things can get lost when you try and speak speak outside your own language. So yeah, that's yeesh.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm with it on this challenge.
Yeah, no,
And
I
see-
think Smets is gonna lose this one.
Yeah.
But the thing I like is like Smets is playing strategy as well as knowledge. The first thing he did is like, let me pause for just a second, and like he went ahead and called for Kaiser to come on, but it seemed like he wanted that moment while they're bringing Kaiser on to just really think about in his head, do I want to challenge this?
Yeah.
Because I mean, essentially, if you're going to bring your manager on, that means you're going to want to challenge. So, I mean, that's kind of, I would say, a smart way to play that. Just let me second guess, because again, if they continue asking the next question, the challenge is completely off the table.
I would have put it out there, but then not actually done it. Like do what you were just saying, bring him on, but then follow through with what he was saying there, which is a no, I don't want to do it. Let's not do it.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
In which case, that would be just enough to get into Chandru's head a little bit without you actually using and possibly losing the challenge.
I mean, okay, strategy wise, that's fantastic, because then you leave Chandru sitting there like, wait, why was he about to challenge? What did I do wrong? What's going on? What's he paying attention to that I'm not aware of?
Yeah.
That's a good get in your head type of scenario.
But the fact that it's actually fully going into challenge, I don't think they walk away with retaining the challenge.
I don't think so either.
This ain't gonna go up a dungeon. But yeah, keep going. Continue. It's a weird ass challenge. I'm gonna say it right now. You know who never had to use a challenge? Chance Ellison.
Coming back to the street.
He's a real player.
Wait, are we in the third person now?
Managers here. Mark, go ahead.
The challenge is in. The challenge
Kaiser.
was that Chandru had answered with Denethor and not Denethor, which is the correct answer. After conferring with the judges, it was determined that Chandru had the correct answer. His accent was a little trippy. Everybody speaks in their own way, but both judges, as well as our head writer, all talked, and we are in agreement unanimously that Chandru had the correct answer of Denethor.
But now they lose that challenge.
That's fine. Look,
All right,
all due respect, yeah, it's all good.
So do they lose their challenge?
You lose
Yes,
that
they do.
challenge.
They have no longer any uses of challenges.
See,
However,
that's the
Swag
risk.
Still has a challenge.
Yeah.
because there's
At the
about
same
12
time, though,
rounds.
how many instances
All-
come up
all
where you need a
respect, man.
challenge, don't
I
have
heard
one?
it, but I understand your decision. It totally makes sense.
2014. There's one last question
Like,
here.
I don't think I've ever seen a
as we
situation
get
where
to
players needed
the
a challenge
final
and didn't have
question.
it.
Here we go, Mark.
That's right. This is the last question in Middle Earth, and what a fun journey it has been. Chandru, your final question. Here we go.
Oh, Ellis.
This is going to be in Lord of the Rings. What is the name of the elven warrior who brings aid to Helm's Deep, whom we first met in the Fellowship of the Ring?
I can remember this first name.
Oh.
Haldir. Haldir.
Didn't need the spelling, but that is
Oh, the
correct.
movie trivia
2 more
spelling
points.
bee.
And Christian, given all
Congratulations,
of
first
the
prize.
I'm not going to say controversy, but there's been a lot of stops and starts in this match, as you might expect with championship caliber. But Chandru just crushed the realm of Middle Earth. That was very impressive to witness.
I mean,
All right, so we're going to bring in the managers here, and we get to round number 3. This is a 5-round battle.
I don't know what I mean.
Here.
I just mean.
It is an 8-point
I just mean,
lead by
guys.
the challenger as we get to round
You're
number
about to have a
3.
real profound
Mark, how does
thought.
it go?
I
But
don't
then
know
you
when the last time were in
realize where it's
Vegas
coming
was,
from
Christian,
and
but I
just
was there with
stopped.
one of the managers here today. This
It
is
went
the
away.
betting round, gentlemen. So a little bit of gambling is going to take
That happens
place. Here's how
sometimes.
it works. Whoever is in the lead, in this case, Chandru the Chosen, is going to get a virtual spin at the wheel. Once we settle on a category, before a question is asked, and the only question in round 3,
There's room for
each
Smets to still
competitor
win
is gonna
this,
have
but
to
it's
wager an amount of points.
Chandru, you got to
may
fumble
wager up to
hard.
3
it's
points.
hard.
You
It's
can
a lot
also wager
harder.
0 points or 1 point or 2 points. Here's where it gets
Part of
interesting.
it's going to
If
be
you get
like,
the
especially during the
correct,
speed round.
you get those points you wagered. If you miss the question, you lose
Or
that amount of points.
whatever the speed
That's
round's
why
considered
they call
now.
it
You see,
the
I like to
betting
consider myself a real
round. So make sure we get
pioneer
the
of this
bets in
speed
before
round
we
because I
ask
was
the
the first one
question,
to do it.
and then have
In
that.
IG.
So Chandru is going to get
Yeah.
to spin the wheel with his mind or his
The
however he wants.
essentially
to
the
do it.
fast money round. I guess
You
is
do.
how it's
You get
played
so
now.
we'll start. We'll start.
It's
with
like,
Kaiser
Family
has
Feud.
60 seconds to
Yeah.
talk to.
So
Smets
yeah,
starting now.
Smets got to bet 3 no matter what.
We're going first, right?
There's no first. It's just Chandru.
It's a betting round.
Yeah,
Chandru will
Oh,
spin the
betting round
wheel.
copy. Okay, well, Smash, you know what we want to do here.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead. You got 60
3
seconds
points.
there. Winston, go ahead.
First
got
of
it.
all, marathon, not a sprint. You're doing incredible. Keep breathing. Take your time. You have 2 JTEs. All you need to know, all right?
All right. I'm
Chef's
most
kiss.
likely going pistachio. Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Here's the wheel. And spin is in. Here it is.
There it goes. And Christian, boy, we have seen fortunes change in the betting round.
Let's
It's
go.
true.
Let's go. Let's go.
Michael will swing back.
Wheels are rolling.
Oh, it's mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
Yeah, it's mixed
Doesn't
bag.
matter. Smets the guy go 3.
Mixed bag. It is. All right. So
That's in
Oh,
our
yeah.
wheelhouse.
mixed bag. All right. So mixed bag. Let's drop. So, gentlemen, if you can make sure you
Back
put
to the
your
future. Back to
points
the future.
in the.
Oh, and here?
Are we gonna get a
But
countdown?
you get a countdown, right?
What's that?
You get a countdown when they push it at the same time.
Yes. So
Go ahead and enter it into the private chat. Don't hit enter just yet. Just write the number, and then
Yeah.
Christian's going to give you a countdown. As soon as he hits 0, y'all hit that enter key so we know everything's above board.
all right. So please in the private chat on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it in, please. Thank you.
Well done.
All right. Well done. All right. So mixed bag it is. And here is your question. All right. In Back to the Future 2, according to Doc Brown, what had been abolished in 2015?
Oh, lawyers.
Got
Where's
Chris.
the
Had you not know the rules to this round? Supposed to write it down.
Their answers are in.
Sorry.
And
I was handling some
5.
I was handling some other business.
4,
I was
3, 2, 1.
Wait, now,
Pens
which
down,
one are
please.
you? The
Pens
one in the
down.
middle.
We start with Chandru. How many points?
Robert.
I bet 1.
Damn it, Chris.
And you said
Road traffic, something like that.
incorrect. The loss
Ooh.
of 1 point. Smasher, you
didn't know
chose
that.
3
And you-
lawyers.
Lawyer's correct. Lawyer's
6 point swing.
correct.
6
So-
point swing. He's back in it.
3 points right there,
All right.
son.
So
Let's
we
go.
now
Keep it rolling.
Good
Keep
luck.
it rolling.
Hey, Chandru, that's a good look. That was a good look.
21
Keep it rolling.
21-17 as we now see round number 4 comes in. Round number 4, what is it, Mark?
Oh, round number 3. Round number 3, 2, and 1. Those are easy to explain. Round number 4, this is where it really gets tricky and where fortunes can change for the better, for the worse. Round number 4 is the speed round, the lightning round.
Now, had I known that that was it was going to be a question of Back to the Future, I would have bet all 3 of my points.
One at a time,
But
while one competitor is answering questions.
Well, that's
other
the point
competitor
of
will be
betting rounds.
completely out of the
Chris,
stream and not
you
able
don't
to
know
hear
what the question's
going
gonna
to
come from.
what question or score the competitor got in the round. 10
I'm so sorry.
random questions, all within the realm
going
of
great.
Innergeekdom. Each question is worth a point.
I'll do so much better
An
next time.
incorrect
Shut up,
guess
Robert.
loses a point. However, there is another option. If you're not sure of the answer, you don't care to wager a guess, you may simply say pass.
Oh, look, jelly beans.
In that event, we'll go to the next question, and no points are awarded or lost.
You got your snack now? You all right?
To any questions that were passed.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You may again pass.
Wish I had jelly beans.
But you're also free to wager a guess at that point. All of this action takes place within a tight 60-second window. That 60 seconds is going to kick off as soon as I, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, have read the first question of the 10.
All right, so Chandru, you have the lead here. You can discuss with Winston right now. 60 seconds.
Let me just say, I'm not going to try to compete with these two in the speed round because it's a useless
starting
gesture
now.
when you're reacting.
I would say we go second.
It's hard.
So here's the thing. I definitely need a bathroom break. So going second is
Okay. All right. We're going
Yeah,
second.
take a pee break.
Am I going to talk to him again when he comes back?
I mean, that helps your thinking.
Build
So then a couple
build some
things.
endurance.
2 JTEs. We're going over this again every time.
There's no GTs in the speed rounds. There are no
That's fine. Forget the JTs. Don't even listen to that. It's not important.
As someone who was formerly in the military, I would say if you got to pee, hurry up and go while you can.
Other than that, let's keep it
Wear a
going.
diaper.
We still have 2 rounds left.
Yeah.
So go get the break
Catheterize yourself.
All
Ooh.
right, so we are
Okay.
going to be Chandru's going to be in the
That's not one of my weekend activities.
Yes, it is. Tim, don't lie.
the room. When he enters the other room, he's got to leave this room, and then once he does, then we will make sure that we start Smasher's Minute. So we're going to remove Chandru.
How you guys doing?
All right, so far so good. We got
Probably should have exited the thing when
he
before he left.
60 seconds here. 60 seconds to discuss starting now.
But the round won't start till he gets back, right?
Let's start. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just want to make sure. Hey, man, that was a nice pickup. 3 points. You know you can catch him. This game ain't over, buddy. This is when a champion is tested. This is where you make your bones, brother.
I told you I wanted to go through a street fight. I wanted to fight and gut my way. So
I'm excited for you.
And honestly, I'm glad that the challenge was not held up, or that wasn't challenged. The challenge from round 1, I'm glad, because I didn't want that. The Denethor thing, I feel bad because it wasn't anything about like anyone's accent or something. You know, like for me in my head, I thought I heard it.
Whatever, it's over. Let's not,
Much
I don't
respect.
want to think about the past. Let's think
But
about
I'm ready to go. I'm excited for this
ready to
round.
go.
Dude, I love mixing this up. This has been fun. This has been awesome, man. I've missed the game so much. Missed you guys. So let's do this.
All right,
ready to go.
We have
There you go.
Chandru. I believe we're going to get the
Get
word.
back
He's
into
gonna he's back and he's
We just watched him go from a look of defeat on his face to back into
As
it.
soon as we get word that he's in the other room, he's in the waiting room. All right, so Winston, hands up, please, as Winston watches. Winston, in case there's any challenges or whatnot. So, Smasher, are we going to move Kaiser out of here?
Do I need my hands up or could I lean down? Because I mean, I'm not going to be typing fast enough for this anyway. Could I have my hands down?
That's fine. If you, that's fine. Just and we are going to Mark. Hold on a moment here. Let's get ready.
I'm a speed typing champion. Hey Siri, Yeah.
Before we start the clock.
Oh man, my
I'm gonna
phone
do-
actually like reacted to that.
Have asked the first
It's like
question,
yes.
Okay? So
You rang?
Are you asking all of the questions? Or
Mark will be asking all the questions.
you're asking all the
I
questions?
forgot I can't say those words when I have this much Apple product in front of me.
I'm finished asking the first question. Okay. So it's been a long, arduous match already. I'm going to ask
This reaction brought to you by.
brisk pace. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to take John Wood and legendary
I'm just kidding.
coach's advice.
We don't have a
Quick,
sponsor.
but never hurry. I'm going to ask you a practice question right now, just so that we make sure the connection is there. Okay.
Do you want me to run the clock?
Do not run the clock for the practice question. Thank you. Kevin Smets.
Yes.
What is your favorite film in the Back to the Future franchise?
One.
Back to the Future 1, no question.
All right. I would not have accepted
They're all
the
perfect. They're all perfect though. Shout out.
Okay, guy. Okay.
Yep.
Let's take this.
I am more a fan of 2.
You shut your mouth.
I will not tell you whether you.
I
got
just really
your-
like the part in the future 2015.
All right, 60 seconds.
Yeah.
At the
Let's be
end of
sad
this
now. Where are our hoverboards?
Who plays Captain Haddock in The Adventures of
Andy
Tin
Serkis.
Tin? In which film does Ron say "eat slugs" to Malfoy?
Chamber of Secrets.
Who plays Margot Lane in The Shadow?
Penelope Ann Miller.
Name a character that appears in all 6 Middle-earth films.
Galadriel.
Michael
Or her,
Duff
or her.
plays what character in Batman Forever?
Alfred.
Alfred.
Michael Gap.
In
Yeah.
Justice League, what is the name of Steppenwolf's minions?
Guardians.
Pass.
Which actress plays Karen Page in Daredevil?
Ellen Pompeo.
You can find the villain Mola Ram in which Indiana Jones film?
Temple of Doom. Indiana.
Temple Doom. Yeah.
What original song from Back to the Future was nominated for an Oscar?
Back in time.
Pass.
How many times has Kobe Smulders portrayed Agent Hill
6
in the
times.
MCU?
6.
Michael Guff plays what character in Batman?
I said
Forever?
that already. Alfred.
In Justice League, what is the name of Steppenwolf's
Parademons.
minions? What original song from Back to the Future was nominated for an Oscar?
Power of Love.
One of those two.
That's good.
Okay, so he passed on the last one, and that's a good eye on you, Kevin Smets. So
'cause you can lose
Kevin
points.
Smets now has his.
Yeah, that's the danger of it.
How many he got
It's a good
right or
move.
got wrong? In
Probably
So-
wasn't taking a guess, but
complete
I'm
his
thinking
round.
it's back in time.
Yeah, I mean it's back in time or Power of Love.
Yeah.
It's one of those two.
I think Power of Love was probably the more popular of the 2 songs.
No. I understand. I'm just asking the question.
It's a totally fair question.
Yeah, no, I forgot it.
Yeah,
but-
I would probably have to say Power of Love slightly.
Okay.
Both of them are iconic though, so
I
Power of Love
understand.
is slightly more so.
I get it.
Yeah, so we
That's my favorite
okay,
song, Back to the Future.
Smets out now.
Okay, so I leave.
You leave. All right, now we're gonna bring. You need to jump into the next room, and now we're gonna bring Chandru. We're gonna bring Chandru back. All right. So as soon as Chandru returns, we will bring them back in just a moment.
it's a long P.
His round, and we take some time to make sure that we tabulate.
This is like Forrest Gump after drinking 15 Dr. Pepper P.
Don't reference that piece of shit. Apologies for cursing.
We could look at sudden death and some bonus Schmoedown.
All right, so we have.
Only took an hour and 18 minutes.
Now Chandru is in the room.
Be lucky I lasted that.
Same deal what we gave to. Oh wait, we got to remove. No, that's fine. Okay, all right, here we
All
go.
good?
Yeah, all good.
All right, Chandru, how was the bathroom break? Okay.
Yeah, refreshing.
Okay, you can relax for just a sec, buddy. I'm just going to walk you through the rules again.
That's never a word I would have ever used
for
to
the speed
describe
round,
a
you don't
bathroom
necessarily
break.
have to have your
It's
hands
refreshing.
You can Google that fast, but you do what feels comfortable to you.
Okay.
When I start reading the question is not when the time begins. When I finish the first question is when your 60-second clock starts. And I have a backup stopwatch right here just in case.
Top 10 answers on the board.
Either answer or you can say pass. You will hear all the questions that you passed again, provided that we still have time in the 60-second window. You do not have to answer any question at any point throughout the 60 seconds. So before we get going, I'm just going to ask you a practice question to make sure that you can hear me okay and I can hear you. Okay?
I have a clarification. If you ask the question, the last question, if you ask it when the timer runs out, I cannot answer after the timer is run out.
Not after the time. After the timer,
Okay.
no, but you also won't lose any points if you don't answer on something you passed on. It's just the only time you'll get docked a point is if you miss a question.
Yeah.
All right, so
All
Chandru, I'm going to give you a practice one just to make sure we can hear each other okay? Chandru, what is your all-time favorite Batman film?
Batman 66.
Okay.
Oh God.
Really?
That's a weird one. I mean, it's good for its time, but yeah.
I would
We're
expect to
gonna move
hear
on. I am
Batman
not gonna tell you
89
whether you got
or
the
Dark
question
Knight.
correct or incorrect. I'm just
Begins.
going to go.
Batman
Yeah.
Begins, yeah.
Roger that. Okay, here we go. Your time starts at the end of this question reading. Who plays Captain Haddock in The Adventures of Tintin?
Andy Serkis.
In which film does Ron say "eat slugs" to Malfoy?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Who plays Margot Lane in The Shadow?
Penelope Ann Miller.
Name a character that
Jeez.
appears in all 6 Middle-earth films.
Gandalf.
Michael Gough plays what character in Batman
Alfred
Forever?
Pennyworth.
In Justice League, what is the name of Steppenwolf's minions?
Parademons.
What actress plays Karen Page in Daredevil?
Ellen Pompeo.
You can find the villain Mola Ram in which Indiana Jones film?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
What original song from Back to the Future was nominated for an Oscar?
The Power of Love.
How many times has Kobe Smulders portrayed Agent Hill
Bro,
in
it's
the
Power of
MCU?
Love.
See, this is what's rough is counting questions in a speed round.
Yeah. Counting.
I don't like these questions.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Chandru just decided to go to a nice happy state there, Christian, and he passed on that last question.
All right. So we now will just
So,
tally
so they
up
both
real-
got 9.
And then once we tally up, we will bring both.
Yeah, they both answered
competitors
9 questions.
back here. So
They answered
that
something different
was
for the
about as
which Lord of the Rings
intense
character,
as
though.
we get Mark.
But those are both right.
We'll be back with round 5.
Are they both right?
Yeah, because both of them have been in 6.
We'll let Christian tabulate.
See, I know
votes,
what's
and I'll
going on.
be
Yeah, that's true.
So this
That's
is
why you
my
had me.
opportunity to remind everybody that yes, this is an intense match
Yeah.
tonight, but this is just the beginning of all these exciting Schmoedown pay-per-view events that we're going to have the next few Fridays. And then yes, we are keeping an eye on that Kevin Smith versus Chris Jericho headline matchup. And really, who would have thought that there would be any match you could possibly
God, that's
have
going to be so much fun.
that would supersede
I'm so excited
Guy
for that.
versus Bateman 2. That's
I
right.
will,
the
I
action
will
fell
concur that will be an exciting match.
in movie trivia, and that is the undercard, and you can get all that for just $10.
Don't know how Chris Jericho ended up with a loser faction like the Rock Stars, but it's gonna be cool to watch.
And look at how great our tech team is behind the scenes, already updating.
Chance,
that
if you were
graphic
Kevin
from the
Smith, would you put your
27th
own
to the
slice on the
28th.
wheel?
One of the more
Yes, I
impressive
would.
feats I've seen. And before we get the judges'
See,
score,
Because
how about
I'd be heel Kevin Smith.
give us a clap emoji or say clapper hands for
I mean,
everybody
I
working
definitely
so hard
would
behind
because
the
I made
scenes
those
here.
movies. I
Our
know them.
wonderful tech crew.
But what
Really
happens if you happen to miss a question of your own movie?
Not going to. You made the movie.
Then
champion
the universe implodes.
Yeah.
In this speed round, you both got 9 correct, and you both passed on 1. You both gained 9 points.
So the
Smets-
speed round meant nothing.
What original song from Back to the Future was nominated for an Oscar? That was The Power of Love.
I figure I just didn't want to get. I just wasn't sure
Yeah,
about that.
that back in time.
Asked on how many times has Colby Smulders portrayed Agent Hill in the MCU? The answer was 6. So, with
So-
that,
Here's the thing, though. In Far From Home, she didn't portray.
doesn't matter. You didn't answer it. You didn't.
The actress.
But he answered 6, right? 6 is wrong.
What?
Right.
Colby Smulders.
Oh
was in it.
no.
Oh god, no, not another challenge. Not another challenge.
The case at the moment, then we'll have to retally that. Unfortunately, there are no challenges in the second round,
Oh, there are not
now,
challenges.
and there was no challenge made afterwards from your manager. So at the moment, we are now going into number 5. What are the rules in round number 5, Mark?
Round number 5.
Going forward, we're
Christian,
abolishing
this
the
is
challenge
the
rule.
will
No more
determine the
challenges in any of these matches.
In round
Look, if
number
we didn't
5,
do it after the Damon Witt match, then we're never gonna do it.
each of you, you may not pick the same numeral as your opponent. This is Innergeekdom, so your 3 numbers must be within the range
Jeez.
of 1 to 16. As soon as we get the numbers, those numbers are going to correspond to a different corner of Innergeekdom goodness. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. Your last one, should we get that far, and I think we will, is worth 5
Spence is down by 4 right now, right?
of your Schmoedown career.
Or what?
So,
Spence is down by 4 right now, right?
Andrew enjoys a lead
think
of 4.
Yes.
We are going to
Yep.
have
4.
his 3 numbers first. Keep in mind, competitors, there is no stealing in round number 5.
In a situation where he gets 40 points.
A question in round number 5.
No, right? That couldn't happen.
Andrew, what
40.
feels lucky to you from 1 to 16?
I'll say two.
He's got to get all
for
3 of
the
them,
two Jokers
but
I know he could get pushed to 40 points.
But he would possibly beat Smets before hitting 40.
2, 7,
Good.
and 12, and for Smets.
Representing SDSU, let's do 619, my friend. 619.
6, 1.
I mean, if Smets gets all 3 of his, he's at 36.
All right, so
There's
Kevin Smets right now has a deficit
Yeah.
of
I don't know.
He could hit 40.
4. I think it's 30 to 26.
It's 30 to 26 at the moment. 30 to 26. Thank you. So, Smets, you're going to answer first to try to avoid the TKO. Going to drop out both.
Yeah, because even if Chandru answers his first 2, he's only at 35.
He chose
So
category.
Smets has to hit all
number
3, then
6.
Chandru hits his first 2, but misses the
Category
last
number
one.
6.
Smets wins.
Here it is.
And it comes down to it just like their
Category
last
Marvel.
match, pretty much.
Who plays Moira McTaggart in X-Men First Class and X-Men Apocalypse?
Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne. I said
2
it first.
points. Correct. All right. In order to bounce it to Chandru, you need to hit category 1. Category 1. And you chose the category of Who Said It? Who said it?
Love Who Said It.
All right. Here you go.
Liar.
Which Marvel character in a 2005 film says the
no.
following? You always think, you never act. What if
Invisible
you got
Woman.
these powers for a reason?
No? Human Torch.
I would guess Human Torch.
That is incorrect. The answer is Johnny Storm, Human Torch.
Yeah.
So
One of those.
I got it right before you did.
get down to this. You a 5-pointer. If
Chandru.
you hit the 5-pointer,
Chandru.
it bounces back to Chandru. However, if you miss it, Chandru will win the championship via TKO. Are you ready?
I don't believe this.
Yeah.
Category 9 for your 5-pointer, heroes.
Oh boy.
Here it is. In Captain America, the First Avenger, what is the code name of the super soldier experiment that Steve Rogers goes through?
Project Rebirth.
For 5 points, the
Damn. Like nothing.
We see ourselves now 33 to 30. 33 to 30. So
all I
Chandru
do is his 2 and 3 to win.
win championship here. Mark Metz has used all of his questions at the moment. So here is Chandru, who needs to hit number 2, category 2.
I can't hear Mark.
Oh, Mark, I can't hear you. Muted?
And we're back.
There you go.
Just giving that golden maple syrupy voice a little break. So Chandru currently trails by 3. He can catch up with these next 2 questions, Christian, and win the match. But that's not going to be an easy task because, Chandru, you selected number 2 for your 2-point question.
Scores and soundtracks.
Yep.
That corresponds to the Wizarding World.
Or that.
And your 2-point question. This gets you to within 1 of the champ, the Smashers lead. What is the name of Harry Potter's aunt who he lived with before going to Hogwarts?
Petunia. Petunia. Petunia.
Okay, we get it. You can spell. Congratulations.
So here is where we are. Chandru either needs to hit his 3 or his 5.
Really?
If he does, he is the new movie trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom champion. Mark, he chose category number 7 for his 3-pointer.
That's right, Christian. And this is the question that, if Chandru answers correctly, would win him the match and the belt. And given his pre-show it's a fitting category. This is in the world of the DCEU. And Chandru, your question. For the win and to become the Innergeekdom champion of the world. In Shazam, how many total people live at the Vasquez family foster home after Billy becomes a member of the family?
7.
7. That's you're wrong. It's 7.
I'm gonna go with 7 for some reason.
You're wrong too.
Yes.
Repeat.
First one? Oh, second one. Excuse me. Second one.
Can do that. This is in the DCEU. In Shazam, How many total?
Actually, it's
people
8.
Vasquez family
Is it
foster
8?
home after
Yeah,
Billy
'cause
becomes a member of the family.
after Billy, it's the sister, the Mexican brother, the Asian brother, the Darla, and Freddie.
Hear the word again.
So 8.
Last
It
one.
is 8. I forgot one of them.
DCEU in Shazam. How many total people live at the Vasquez family foster home after Billy becomes a member of the family?
3 boys, 2 girls, 2 parents.
Yep.
4 boys, technically.
And your winner, and the new
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Chosen.
Dude, you
What?
did it. Chandru, you did it.
Oh, you gonna cry now? Taking them and pat my partner?
Andrew wins.
What?
Chandru, you did it. Oh,
So is
God, I
Winston
want to
gonna-
swear so bad. Dude, you did that. You did that.
Good
That was you.
Lord.
I am so proud of you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh! Swagathon 2020, let's go!
Wow.
Wow.
33. The chosen Dhandapani taking tribute Schmoedown Innergeekdom Championship from the Smasher. He is the new champion.
Spectacular. Gonna be interesting.
An
Oh, yeah.
absolutely crazy match. Chandru, look, man, you're going to stick around here to talk to
Yeah.
the patrons. By the way, if you're a patron at the $10 level, you come in and you can ask some questions. Q&A at
We're gonna watch these
here.
post interviews and we'll give our final
I
thoughts.
see you, Chandru. I see you, boy. I see you. I see you.
All right, so if we can get to
You crack open a whole bottle.
Not only did they win the championship, if you look at the overall standings once we get those ready, it is an absolute crazy scene here as Chandru takes the title from the Smasher and Winston Marshall, who managed a hell of a game here, and you can see how much it meant to him. I mean, unbelievable.
I can't. Y'all don't understand. This man is the heart and blood of swag. I said it when I was on that stage. I said, I'm going for somebody with that melon that looks like me. I told you.
I thought Ace was the heart and soul of swag.
This man,
Well, he said that when Ace won.
Yeah.
So the heart and soul can just change like that. Okay. No loyalty.
One's the heart, one's the soul.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant is
he earned this. He earned this so hard. And it just forget swag. I'm so
Phrasing.
proud of the faction. This is about you. You did this. They all doubted you. They said that he was going to smash you. And what did you do? You proved that you're the chosen one. I watched Fellowship. I don't even like Lord of the Rings. I watched it. You're the ring bearer, my guy. You're the ring bearer. Oh, my God.
Andrew, look, man. Look, I got to tell you, I mean, you played a very tactical game here. You played a very tactical game, and you have to be commended for it for the way that you played, because the challenge was something that you made your move, you made your play. That worked out for you. You played that second round beautifully. It looked like after that first round that you got Smets rattled, and you played on that, and you could tell you played on it really well, and you did well, because even in that betting round, you bet it conservatively. You only bet a point, and then you just annihilated that speed round. Impressive playing. I mean, you've only been playing this game for your second season, and you seem like you've been playing it for years. Does that also come because you've been a fan of the thing for so long?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, being a student of the game and like watching all these matches helps a lot. And I've learned last season that knowledge can only take you so far. Playing the game well and playing the game strategically is also important. And standing up for yourself in challenges.
I'll give you a little golf clap for you. There you go, Chandru.
Manager and a faction supporting me is great. I still can't believe this is happening. My eyeliner is running.
You're the champ. You are the Innergeekdom champion. I know you are the champion, and there's a lot to talk about there. But Mark, I know you had a couple questions.
Yeah, Chandru, it's such an emotional time for you right now, and this is one of my favorite parts.
Eating Dunkaroos.
We get to talk to competitors.
Who has Dunkaroos anymore?
Who are technicians.
Apparently
who know
Winston.
a lot about a lot of movies.
Whoa.
As we see the
That is-
standings here, how does that feel with Swag on top of the Finstock Exchange? Christian, that might have listed a few.
Enjoy while you can.
From,
I mean, that is a night. That is a story all in itself. I mean, they came in here today, the heavy underdogs, and the Pride looked like they were gonna, maybe even upset after that first round, but they fought back. They won both. This was Swag's night. 30 points over the Finstock Exchange. Is the first time the Finstock Exchange has not been in first place. Wow, what a night there for Swag. Sorry to finish up on what you were asking there, Mark. I apologize.
Hey, you know me, I can always get cut off by stats. Chandru, in this time right now, and you're feeling just the thrill of victory, there's somebody else on the other side of the ledger who's experiencing the agony of defeat. What do you have to say for your combatant, Kevin the Smasher Smets?
I mean, I just want to say he played a great game today. Like he came back both in the betting round and the speed round, and a perfect round 5. So which is all what I expected of him. Like I didn't expect him to give up at all, and I didn't expect him to get rattled just because of a lead, being trailing in those matches. So I'm sure he'll get more chances to play down the line, and I'm also excited on the fact that there could be a potential Smets versus Kalinowski coming down the line, because both of them are probably one match away from again playing for the title, and I'm also excited for that. And anytime Smets gets a loss, he gets even better for the next match. So I'm.
Oh no!
Look who it is.
Shannon, this is not about you. You see this? I'm doing your bit. This isn't about you right now.
Shannon Hardy coming in here for the Shannon. You
I'm here to tell you congratulations. So pipe the hell down, sir. Sit down and let me tell you good job.
All right, Shannon, you did crash here too. Yeah, yes, please. I mean, there's a reason you crashed.
May I please?
Yes, go ahead.
Go, please.
Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani, you did it. You dethroned Kevin Smets, and I will say, congratulations. I did not think you would do it. I had my money on Smets, but I most certainly did not discount you at all, because I know that you are the slimiest, most weaselly, challenge horny player in this entire league, and you would do whatever to get rid of Smets. And hey, you did it, and you guys are in first. You got a nice double whammy under your belt, and to that I tip my hat to you. Enjoy first place as long as you can. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to moan. I'm not going to bitch about it. But I just want you to know, Winston Marshall, enjoy it for a minute, because
That sounds familiar.
Corruption's coming for you.
I don't watch scary movies, so that reference to Nightmare was dumb. Get out of our victory parade. I see that we're in the lead. Swag, took a chip. 3, 4, no, or oh my God.
My God, your bits are the worst.
All right.
Oh my God.
Listen. So, the one thing that she does bring up here, though, too, when she came in, that's what she does. She comes in, she fires shots, she takes off. She's the queen for a reason. But look, the one thing that she makes a point of, we know who you're playing next. You're defending the championship at Spectacular against Chance, the Cobra, Ellison. This is a big battle here. So what do you think here about?
Where have I heard that name
Chance
before?
And his play in that Innergeekdom.
He's in our stream.
I think I was going to play some new players this season. It's all old competitors, old rivals. It's interesting that Winston is dressed as Robin here, because I'm going to play the boy wonder of corruption next. I don't know if he'll bring both of his babysitters to the match. I don't know.
We'll give you a minute chance to say something here in a second.
So
we have to.
All props to Chance. He played a hell of a tournament. Like, I was really impressed with how much he knows and how much effort he's putting into this tournament. So looking forward to that. And also again, like I said, I'm playing not playing new players, and I'm seeing a trend this season. I'm playing people who've beaten me before, who've outscored me before, and this is the season of redemption. This is the season of I don't want to say revenge, because revenge is
it's hard to say anything else, but enjoy it right now, my friend, because you can say it. You are the new movie trivia Innergeekdom champion of the world. And the chosen. Congratulations on how hard you worked.
Are we gonna get like a behind-the-scenes video of
and congratulations
Smets
to Winston.
handing
We're
the
gonna see you
belt to
guys
him?
in just a second, because we are gonna have a Q&A with
Probably not.
I mean, he's gonna put it down on a driveway, and then Chandru will come pick it up.
Curbside pickup.
Curbside pickup.
Well, you got to be social distancing there.
Yeah.
I know you're probably a little beat up about it right now, and it was. You think after that first round, when the challenge went Chandru's way, it seemed, and I could be wrong, it seemed like a shift in your mentality once it went the other way?
Yeah. Well, I knew when the challenge when it was underway, I was hoping for it to go my way so I can get that bonus question. But I honestly, then half of me was like, well, I don't want to win that way because it is surrogates. It was a mental error. I was riding that high of like 9 questions in a row. It was the second round again. For some reason with Chandru, my second rounds, I have difficulty with it. With the Harry Potter second round, I do a lot of hardcore studying with all the slices. I didn't really get around to that. I had binged it all with the lady, and it was fun to watch. But I should have gone with I think my gut. I was like, well, maybe I should respin it. I really want scores and soundtracks one day of my life, but the problem was, that first one, it's Reducto, but actually in the movie she says Reducto Maximus or Maxo, and I couldn't remember.
Maxima.
So that's why I went multiple choice for that one. And then the snake, I knew they were in the reptile room, but I recall that they were in another room in the zoo and that they run over when he falls in the thing. So there was a lot of like second guessing. It's funny because, I think in any of those other slices, I probably would have ran the table. And you'd think with Harry Potter, I'm the Harry Potter champion per se. But then, I don't know if it was me getting rattled from losing that challenge because I was really okay with it. But, for me, I kind of come away with a little bit of a victory here because, coming back, like I was down a lot and I was down a lot against Chandru the first time. Seems like I always play catch up with him, but it's sports. This time, the 3-point shots trying to come back weren't falling for me. And, I got to give it up to Chandru, man. Like you played excellent. Like if I can't literally, this breaks my heart. I can't literally hand it to you right now on camera, but I wish I could so you could hold it up because you played it. I hope you're a fighting champion too. I love this belt.
All right, Kev. Listen, this was a. I know how much you love it, and I know how much, it's probably it. You've been through this before, though. I mean, obviously with Kaiser, and I can ask you the same thing. Like, you guys have been through this kind of loss before with Mike, and I know how much the belt meant to you. But what does that mean now? And I guess Kevin can answer this after you do, Kaiser. But it's like, is this one of those things where you get right back on the horse? You take some time. You wait for season 8. What do?
We all know what Kevin Smets is like when he's a man on a mission. Sometimes he needs to take a kick to the jaw to pick himself back up and come back even stronger. We all know winning the belt is tough. Hanging onto that belt is a lot harder. You never underestimate Chandru. He's a damn good competitor. We always knew that he was going to come in and fight his butt off. I was happy to watch his mascara run. That was kind of fun because Shannon's not wrong. He is a weasel, but he's a champion now. I want to give Winston props. He came into this league. He's taken it by storm. I got a lot of words for Winston, and I like to bust his hump, but you can't take nothing away from what his team's done this year. The dungeon will come back stronger. We can't wait to come back live at a live event and take our belt back, and that will happen. Now Smets gets to go have a kid. He gets to bring a baby smasher into the world, take some time off. But remember this. Now I get to unleash Kevin Smets in singles. He can get out of IG if he wants. He's got other options on the table. I know he's excited about that. I'm happy for him. I love him. He's my brother. He will be back, and he'll be back stronger. Actually, you know what?
Was that a possibility?
This ain't nothing. This is just a couple months we don't have a belt, but we'll be back. That's for sure. We always bounce back.
Yeah, man. Hey, Kaiser, I know that, we started this year, we want to be a fighting champion, and then we lost Mara in New York, and then we lost, the match in Houston. And I feel bad. I feel like, you went all in on me and you picked me first. And, for me to come away from this season with 0 points for you, I'm very sorry, man, but I promise you this, it's not going to be the same Smasher next year. I'm going to come back. Everybody's seen what's happened when I've fallen, and I'm just know to work harder. I need. It's just the second round. The second round again, kind of just knocked me off my game, and then I was playing catch up. You saw that. The fifth round I was fine. The speed round, I'm sure I'll get slack from Brad about that. I just wasn't sure, and I didn't think he would know it. So that's why I did that skip. But I just, Kaiser, as far as you being my best friend, man, I'm sorry I let you down this year, dude. Yeah, there's no need to FedEx the belt. Whenever Chandru wants it, I'll be glad to give it to him, shake his hand and say congratulations. I'll be back, man. This makes me stronger. And yeah, anything I can do for the dungeon, I will. And
shake his hand.
Yeah.
Does that exist?
It's not the end of the world. There's great things for me right now. I'm very happy. I have, like Kaiser said, I have a little one coming in the world. Was it distraction? I don't think it was. I think that what happened last weekend was beautiful.
I told you about putting your feet up on a stream.
The decks. I just think that I went all in on Potter, and maybe
because it's a stupid thing that you told me. I elected to ignore it.
When I should have gone for what I was planning to do, which I was aiming for a couple slices on there. I didn't do it. So breaking it down, it all happened in the second round, and congrats to Chandru. And I just appreciate being on here with you guys and mixing it up. It's to only play once this year is heartbreaking after playing so many times last year. But it's the world it is today, and I just miss the fans and I miss the interaction.
Hey, let me tell you something. Does anybody love this game more than Kevin Smets? Man, I'll tell you, it's okay seeing him like this. He's gonna pick up. I love a challenge. He's gonna pick up his head. He's gonna come back stronger. Chandru ain't going nowhere. The Kalinowskis of this world aren't going anywhere. Hell, Chance came out and showed that he's one of the best players in the IG. Who saw that coming? It makes for a better division. It makes for better.
Pretty sure Chance did.
I did. You're damn right I did.
Back against that stronger Harloff. I promise you that.
All right. Well, look, Mark, you had one?
I don't have a question, Christian. I think we've allowed Kaiser to talk plenty, although it was a very tough loss for him. So I'll just reiterate this to Kevin, the Smasher Smets, although I'm sure he already knows it, is that the theme in Batman is that you become more than a man, you become a symbol. And I think that you've managed to do that within the realm of the Schmoedown, that you're no longer just flesh and blood. You're someone who a lot of people look to as a story of resilience, as a story of greatness and gold tested in fire. But what I'll tell you is that belt, while it may have a lot of gold on it, and it's a pretty heavy belt, you're going to replace it with another bundle of joy that I think is going to mean even more to you. And so from everybody here at the Schmoedown, congratulations. I think you've done what very few people who knew as many Innergeekdom answers as you did, and that is that you managed to find a loving partner and do some procreating. So congratulations, my friend.
Do some procreating.
We know the dungeon will be back, and we thank you for everything that you put into this game and how much heart and soul that you put into it. And like you said, Chandru played his heart out today, and he's the champ. And what it also does, it opens up that field for that rubber match should it happen down the line. So, all right, thank you so much to both Kevin Smets and to
Smets is just like a series of way for rubber matches now.
Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna remove both those guys. Bring back Winston and the new movie trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom champion. All right,
just cue it. We don't care what cues they're aiming. So move on.
Yep. Yeah, we'll bring it back here. All right, so here's the thing. Somehow, some way, Chandru won that match, beat Smets, beat the unbeatable champion. And our new champion right now is Chandru, who will be facing this man in December at the Spectacular. Chance, I would like to give you a moment if you're ready, if you have something you'd like to say. I'd love to throw you up completely on screen here and let you take the floor.
Yeah. Well, here's one thing I have to say. You see, Chandru, there's one big difference between you and me. You stumbled in to a shot at the belt. I had to earn mine. And when we play Spectacular, you're going to see what difference that makes. See, I wanted Smets. I really wanted Smets. I really wanted to bring justice to the guy who knocked out my partner last year, and you took that from me. So now I want to beat you even more. I want to beat you for so many reasons. One, I like seeing Winston lose. Two, that IG belt does not belong to you. I don't care what just happened. You earned it tonight, but that's not your belt. And the thing is, I don't just want to win the belt for me. I want to win it just because, just so you won't have it. And that will destroy you. So get ready, buddy boy, because enjoy the belt while you have it. Because come December, you're not going to have it anymore.
Ooh, we heard the words there. December cannot come quick enough for two reasons. One, because I want to get through this year as quickly as possible, but two, because that's going to be a fantastic match.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, and in the end, justice is gonna be restored. I'm walking away with that belt.
So now we're looking at this situation. Obviously for the rest of this year, we're not seeing Smets anymore.
We're not seeing any IG anymore until Spectacular.
As far as I know, yeah, unless Christian somehow finds a way to squeeze a random match or two in. I don't really know, but by the end of this, I'm pretty sure we won't see any more IG until Spectacular. So that means it's not going to be until sometime next year that we see Smets even try to make a comeback at this point. Where how do we feel about his chances, like once he comes back? Like what is he going to do? Is he going to wreck shop like Kaiser was saying there, or do is that maybe going to get in the way?
It depends, because if he's up against Mike Kalinowski, then no. Anybody else, he's going to pound into the dirt.
I think Chandru did bring that up too, is that now you have, since you took out Mike in the Innergeekdom tournament, Mike is back to doing the climb as well. I believe that's how it works. I know the way Star Wars is a little bit different. So that puts Smets and Mike roughly about in the same period. So they could actually end up having to face off again.
They could.
Before either one gets the title shot. So
it'd be nice to get a build to that match, but they could.
Yeah.
And if we go, let's go ahead and go based off of the idea that you are going to be the proud owner of that belt come Spectacular. How does it feel that you are going to be at the top where Smets and Mike are trying to ascend?
It's going to be great, because when I win the belts and when Mike beats whoever he's going to beat to get another shot at the title, we're going to have corruption v corruption all over again. And that belt ain't going nowhere.
back in the Hawaiian shirts again, doing
Hawaiian shirts again.
Vacation time again. I mean, that's the thing. So you're in a position right now where you have the opportunity at the belt at Spectacular for the Innergeekdom belt. You're also entering into the singles tournament, so you also have an opportunity for a belt there.
Yep.
And then you've also got the team match coming up here pretty soon. So
do we want to say it?
Is it possible? Can we see it?
It's possible. It's certainly possible. And I'm gonna do everything I can to make it happen.
I mean, we were talking about it with Mike last year. Can Chance do what Mike wasn't able to do last year, but do it this year?
Yeah.
That'd be fascinating. Anyway, as far as this match goes, though, Chandru really did pull out the stops there. I mean, that's like literally everybody was against him pretty much. I mean, obviously some people were for him, but for the most part, everyone was saying Smets is going to defend. Smets is going to defend. I mean, that's what we were saying here, is Smets is going to smash like normal.
I mean, you're looking at from the point of view that Smets and Kalinowski were essentially the new Kalinowski Cushing, that you were expecting them to be doing that dance back and forth as long as Innergeekdom is. But now we got Chance came in, and we've got Chandru coming in. could we have a new dance going on, especially with Chandru involved? It probably is a dance involved. I mean, beside the point.
This is the rematch. I mean, Chandru and I debuted in the same place. But here's what I want to ask. Just a question to the floor. We see how much better he's gotten his first match, right? Thing is, in that first match, I was already better than him. So if I've gotten better too, what does that tell you about us going head to head again?
That says that make sure that you got your ticket for Spectacular. Get your butt in that seat because that's going to be a fire competition right there.
Damn right.
Yeah. And then, of course, I want to point out we are recording this right after the actual match has been live. So this is immediately after the match has been live on the YouTube channel for patrons and for the people who bought the pay-per-view ticket. Mm-hmm. So that means we are at the beginning of August. You've got between now and December. There's a lot of studying that's going to be happening here to make sure that this is going to be easily right now one of the matches of the year at Spectacular.
Yeah. Swag, like I said, enjoy first place while you can because it's not going to last very long.
Yeah, we can already tell that. So Shannon popped up there in the middle of the match there, and I know that she's been already sending some messages to you at this point. So, yeah, that's there's your manager right there, getting you pumped up, getting you ready.
Best in the game.
Yeah. That's another side of it because right now I'd say our prospects for manager of the year at this moment are actually between Winston and Shannon. So if it sticks to that throughout the remainder of this year, and you see not just Chance and Chandru going up against each other, but you've got Shannon and Winston for potential manager of the year status, it's gonna be a good one. It's
gonna be good.
But anyway, I think we want to wrap up this reaction on this one, gentlemen. Chance, it's been great having you. If you want to drop any plugs anywhere people can find you, anything.
Twitter, Instagram at Chance Wars _91. Check out our podcast, Notorious by Chance. We are looking at neglected film famous directors coming up, and it's gonna do it. Watch Schmoedown, join the Patreon, and tune in to see me dominate the singles tournament, win the teams belts, and go on to possibly play for all three Spectacular this year.
Oof. Man, that's a crowded house there at Spectacular then.
Oh yeah.
Wait, who played twice last year? It was Bateman.
Yeah.
So Bateman played twice. Yeah. Has anyone played more than twice at a Spectacular?
Nope.
I think so. No.
That'd be fun. So as for us, of course, we are the Cinefanatics. Thank y'all for watching this reaction. What did you think of it? Make sure you let us know down below. Those of y'all who've been watching this premiere over in the chat, thank you for joining us. It's been great being able to do this reaction with y'all all watching and with Chance here as well. Again, Chance, thank you for joining us on this reaction.
It's your pleasure.
Absolutely. It's been an honor to have you here.
I'm not going to argue.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, it has been an honor.
Anyways, make sure y'all follow us at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this very channel here. Hop on our Patreon, patreon.com/Cinefanatics. Join the tier that you would like to join. For that, we got some good things coming on. By the time you see this, we will be neck deep in the singles tournament that's going on. So make sure you watch it as we are reacting every night during, it feels like every night, 4 nights a week during the singles tournament. We will be seeing Chance again during this, so can't wait to see what's going to happen with that as well. And also make sure you join us for the Tagline. That's our weekly show where we talk about movies. As of right now, during the singles tournament, we are doing that Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. It will be back to its regular time at 9:30 p.m. Central Time once the 4 matches a week is over. anyways, I feel like that's it. So again, thank you for joining us. This has been the Schmoedown replay. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We will see y'all again on the next Schmoedown replay. Again, thanks for joining us. Y'all have a great evening. Have a good night. Later.
See ya.